Uh, my comments have been disappearing like a motherfucker the last 24 hours. And this video that I'm talking right now, I'm making this motherfucker right now today that y'all watching this video. I figured I'd go ahead and say this shit right quick and put this in the video and go on put the video out and get this shit over with. I mentioned this before. I told y'all about these comments. They be disappearing and shit, and that ain't always me. The majority of the comments that I be removing is people who I know ain't shit, be talking shit. And of course, you know, YouTube allowing these porno sites, you know, into our comment section, that type shit. That's the only shit that I be removing. Of course, everybody's complaining about this shit, but, you know, hey, it's go time. All hell's gonna break loose sooner than soon. This is why these wicked ass motherfuckers acting like this. So, like I said, y'all have a problem with y'all comments. They disappearing. That ain't me. Sometimes y'all send a comment, leave a comment. I can't respond and all kind of shit. So like I said, don't take none of this shit personal. It ain't always me. It ain't always those of us who had YouTube channels. We under attack. We speaking too much truth and they can't handle this shit. This is why they freaking out. All this shit that they doing is completely orchestrated by our Father in heaven. These people ain't in control at all. So, quickly, let me just say, like I told y'all before, y'all can always send me an email. You have problems getting, you know, leaving comments and all that shit, y'all can always send me an email, playerlord144@aol.com. Eventually, you know, however long this shit lasts, maybe I'll get another phone. And that way I can give out that number and shit. You know, that way everybody will be able to talk to me or at least send text messages. Cause you know, I can't give out my phone number to everybody and shit. But right now, this comment shit and all that shit, there's only so much we can do. So like I said, y'all can send me an email if you want. All this weird shit is happening because it's the end. And God's people, we got these wicked ass motherfuckers on the run. This part of this video is being recorded on April 8th, 2021. But YouTube had to find some way to shut me up. So they set me up with this bullshit, talking about these strikes on my channel concerning some videos that I put up about the coronavirus. Videos that was taken down last year. And they gonna talk about I can't upload videos because of those videos, and that shit happened last year. So any suspension with me not being able to upload videos for not being a good nigger already took place. But of course, these wicked ass motherfuckers, they couldn't shut me down with this bullshit that they tried accusing me of being a shape-shifting Nephilim demon. So they had to come up with some bullshit ass excuse with this fake shit, preventing me from uploading videos with some shit that happened last year. What's new? So, talking to you, YouTube, the response that I sent to you motherfuckers. Now, we all know that's bullshit, don't we? Y'all know what I'm talking about. We all know that that's bullshit what I said. But I'm just gonna continue to go with the flow and do what I do best. the motherfucking menu. If you ever wonder what we do, Hebrew, blessed by the Lord, never voodoo. Never walking around with my head up my ass like you do. I know the Christ, Messiah, Yeshua. You say you know him, nigga, are you sure? I am the light and the dark, the chosen. Without the blunts, I'm motherfucking smoking. GI for life where the players roll. I used to be a hoe, but I ain't no more. Heterosexual, cause I'm no homo. Even when a nigga high, I remain so low. Individual is typical, and soon you'll know. With the gift of the spirit, that's the way I flow. As I roll you up, light you up, pass you on. The Messiah's on his way, and he sports an afro, nigga. The coronavirus.
Went to the hospital, had COVID. So then we had to went back. They just cleaned the place real good. But then she got so sick. She was in the hospital like for 3 weeks. She got so sick because she already got bronchitis. She was on a ventilator. Then they gave, that's because they gave her, back then they didn't have no a vaccine. So after 3 weeks when she got out, woke up, couldn't even feel her legs. So they had to take her back because whatever the medicine they gave her, I don't know what it did, but she couldn't feel her legs. But I told them that was going to happen because every day she was coming there. We going to Chicago. We going to such and such, and she's so nasty. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen.
The coronavirus. I've gone to another level again. And I always talk about, I hate repeating myself, but I know I have to do that so people who hear me speak will get a better understanding and be able to connect the dots later. And when you have people who are just waking up to this truth, you have to repeat yourself from time to time. But I always like to move forward. I always like to go to the next level. So I'm going to go to the next level, and I'm going to take y'all to the next level. I'm going to go to the next level, and I'm going to take y'all to the next level. Got my shades on. You know, like celebrities do. I had dark shades on. Yeah, I got these dark shades on so y'all don't see my eyeballs shapeshift. Yeah, boy. What is up, my gods and goddesses, kings and queens, niggas and niggettes? Much love and respect to all the righteous Jews and Gentiles, and fuck the rest of you. Now, this video, I'm gonna be showing a bunch of videos and clips here and there, and mainly this overall video is about me once again exposing these wicked ass motherfuckers. You know, the real blasphemers. But according to these so-called righteous folks, these so-called Christians, I'm the blasphemer. All my brothers and sisters who speak the truth, working our ass off to save these wicked ass motherfuckers. We the fakes, shills, devil worshippers, and all that shit. And of course, like I said, they do this shit because they ain't shit. They think they righteous. They think they Christians and all this shit. They just some counterfeit spirit, idiot ass motherfuckers. These people are really Satan's children. And yeah, so this is the kind of shit I'm gonna be talking about in this video. Before I begin, let me get this shit out of the way. Since I've been on, you know, I always say this. I've been on YouTube since 2016. I ain't been making no money off of my videos. I don't ask y'all for money and all that shit. For the last 7-8 months or whatever, since I came back to YouTube, people have been asking me, do I got Cash App? Do I got PayPal? And all this shit. And I was like, no, I don't have that shit. And you know, like I said, I ain't doing this shit for money. I ain't begging y'all for money and all that shit. But time went on, a lot of people who was asking me, do I got Cash App and all this shit? And I'll tell them that, and I ain't got it and all that shit. A lot of these motherfuckers was disappointed that they couldn't give me no money. And I was like, damn. So over the last number of months, I've been trying to get a Cash App card. Just kept running into problems. Wonder why. People don't know what the fuck is going on. And I always say this ain't just about me. But you can't do shit in this world. Something as simple as getting a Cash App card. Always running into problems with all this kind of shit. Can't do shit. I just kept running into problems, couldn't get that fucking Cash App card for shit. And like I said, this ain't just me, but these demons in the spiritual form, physical form, government, these motherfuckers are literally watching me 24 hours a day. That's no exaggeration. So the spiritual attacks and the shit that I be going through, the average person couldn't begin to understand. Where it's so fucking bad that even something as simple as getting a Cash App card type shit, can't even get that shit done. So eventually, my daughter hooked me up with a fucking Cash App card. So, so anyway, I finally, she hooked me up with a Cash App card. And like I said, I ain't here to beg y'all for money. And like I told y'all, if y'all send me $1, you know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm just being honest. Cigarettes, cigars, cat food, that's all I ever spend my money on. So, you know, somebody left a comment, somebody, you got Cash App? I mean, we can donate to the cigarette fund and shit, yeah. So, you know, like I said, I really don't give a fuck about this shit. But hey, if motherfuckers want to send me $1 and y'all want to support my habit, fine. So there it is. So like I said, my daughter hooked me up with this shit. I kept having problems, couldn't get the motherfucker. And As long, obviously, y'all know how I am. I don't want to keep showing this shit in my videos. So as long as I'm a good nigger and I don't upset massa, and I'm allowed to continue to upload videos, from now on, I'm just gonna put that Cash App shit in the description box of my videos. Which they ain't gonna do no good anyway, because niggas don't read. But anyway, before I start talking about this, I'm gonna start off talking about this satanic ass Lil Nas X, whatever the fuck his name is. Talk about that video, tell y'all why they doing this shit, what this shit is really about. But before I start talking about this shit, first I'm gonna play y'all this video that I put together. Like I said, I'm gonna show y'all a bunch of different shit, different clips, videos out throughout this video talking about all this shit. So this first video that I'm gonna show y'all before I start talking about this Lil Nas X bitch. This first video I'm gonna show y'all talking about these wicked motherfuckers a little bit. It's about 9 minutes. So after this video, I'll come back and continue the video. I'm finna shapeshift y'all right into the next segment. What up, niggas? I gotta get my notes. Because I's professional. First thing I want to talk about real quick. Over the last week or so, I've been binge watching this TV show called Snowfall. And this show is about the beginning of the crack era. Crack cocaine and shit, and about how the CIA government was and still is working with these drug cartels to bring in cocaine and drugs and all this shit into America. This show, this show is written by John Singleton, and he also directed the movie Boys in the Hood. One of my favorite hood movies. Most niggas. But this movie, TV show, whatever. 4 seasons. I've been binge watching this shit over the last week or so. And I'm not really learning nothing new. Even though this is a really good show, but I'm not really learning nothing new. And it's unfortunate. What they talking about in this show has been talked about in other TV shows, movies, and even before the TV shows and the movies. They've had congressional hearings about this shit. It's been talked about since this shit started back in the 80s. Specifically, this crack cocaine shit. And in this show, on one of the episodes, like I said, this ain't nothing new. We all knew this shit before this shit came out in these TV shows and shit. But they mentioned on one of the episodes of this show that the number one reason that they bringing drugs into this country is to keep the minorities under control. Government. But you can't blame nobody. They, like I said, they always say that shit because they know their ass is guilty, and most people just don't give a fuck. Now, you got these motherfuckers purposely bringing drugs into this country to keep the minorities under control. How many people lives got fucked up because of this shit? Know thy enemy, y'all. How many families were destroyed because of this shit? How many people went to prison? How many people got murdered? How many people lost their soul because of these wicked ass motherfuckers? But nope, you can't blame nobody. You can't blame nobody. You gotta take responsibility. You can't blame nobody. And of course, I said this before. God's people, we are notorious for turning the other cheek. We are notorious for being patient. We are notorious for taking responsibility for the things that we do and the things that we say. But you know what? We are also just fucking notorious for taking responsibility for what these wicked motherfuckers are doing. But you can't blame nobody. You can't blame nobody. That's exactly why you wicked ass motherfuckers gonna burn. Damn. Anyway, know thy enemy. I want to talk about real quick. Those of you who've seen Shapeshifting, the videos I made, Shapeshifting Part 1 and Part 2. Was it Shapeshifting, the 144,000, and the Tribe of the Panther? In the first Part 1 of Shapeshifting, y'all know I was talking about, specifically talking about so-called black man, talking about our true form. And I was saying that, you know, just imagine bodybuilder, muscles, big head, big chin, all this shit. And I said, just imagine that motherfucker with a white robe on. That's you. Now, for those who don't know, talking about the white robe, that's symbolism. Symbolic. The white robe is talking about your new glorified body. Light beam. That pure white. That pure white light. I was, y'all know I'm always mentioning certain people like Bobby Hemmett, Yash Kara, Grox One. The Grox One years ago said that the Indians called Jesus the Great White Pahana. Not because his skin color is white, but it's because of that bright light, that pure white light. Remember, we are angelic beings, light beings. So, you know, for those who don't know about the white robe, that's what that really means. In other words, you ain't gonna go to heaven and they gonna be passing out white robes and shit. But wait, I gotta get my notes. Let me close this shit out. Oh yeah, this is the last thing I want to say before I continue the video. Once again, I couldn't respond to somebody's comment who left a comment, and I want to thank this person for leaving this comment. As y'all know, in the last video, Spirit World News, I was talking about Antichrist, Obama. And I said that I've always called him Batman because all these characters in these superhero movies is based on real life angels and demons. And I've always called him Batman. But a lot of people always call him the Joker. And in that video, I always, like I said, I used to always say that whenever Batman looks at the Joker, he's looking in the mirror. Because like I said, a lot of these characters is based on that motherfucker. Obama. Antichrist. But the person who left me this comment, I apologize. Once again, I couldn't respond with all this apps and shit, bullshit going on. But the person who left me this comment is called Soul Journey. Yeah, Soul Journey. I was going to say Soul Journey commented. But this person called Soul Journey, and they said, yo, if Barack Obama is Batman and the Joker is the devil, that means the Batman who laughs is a scary possibility. I'm going to need you to look at that villain, brother. Comic is called Dark Metal. It's your ass, Mr. Postman. So, I went on Google and I checked out that comic called The Batman Who Laughs. You know, different realities, parallel type shit. Parallel version of that motherfucker Batman. I told y'all. Now look at that shit. That's supposed to be Batman. Kind of look like the Joker, don't he? See? Batman, Joker, Obama, that's the same motherfucker. Look at that nigga. The Batman Who Laughs. Look like half Batman, half Joker. See? You niggas thought I was play pimping. All these movies, like I said, the superhero movies, but other movies as well. All of these characters is based on real life angels and demons. And like I said, you just gotta filter through the BS when y'all watch this shit. These movies and TV shows, there's a whole lot of truth there. These fucking so-called humans, these demons in the flesh, they love attention. And this is what this Lil Nas X video was about. Now, you got arguably the worst, most in-your-face satanic video that's ever been made by these wicked ass motherfuckers. Now, first of all, let me say that video got, the last time I looked, over 100 million views. Got 400 something thousand dislikes. A good amount of likes. Where the fuck is the outrage? There's been some people talking shit here and there, but it just amazes me what these wicked motherfuckers do, how they put this shit in our face. And there's no real outrage like it should be. The reason is most people in this world ain't shit. That video should be banned. At least that video should have the age restriction put up on that motherfucker, but nope. It's right there so all these kids can see that shit. And then you got so-called average motherfuckers. We put up video talking about the coronavirus. The video gets taken down. And we got strikes on our channel and we can't upload videos and all this shit. The average nigga will put up a video talking about who the true Jews are. And telling you that the synagogue of Satan has stolen our identity. Next thing you know, our videos are taken down. The video is labeled as hate speech. And we got strikes on our channel and can't upload videos and all this shit. Where's the fucking outrage with the obvious satanic shit that's being pushed in everybody's face, that's being thrown in everybody's face? But yet, like I said, so-called average person is supposed to be righteous, Christian, truthers. They don't say hardly anything about this shit. I guarantee you, the majority of the motherfuckers who talk shit to me, talk shit about me, they ain't saying shit about that Lil Nas X satanic shit. They not saying a goddamn thing. Why? Because they love that shit. They don't say nothing about that shit. Nah, they come after me. They come after us. The real men and women of God. Why? Because they are Satan's children. I was growing up a wrestling fan and became a huge fan of the WWE. And these wrestlers, the majority of them, of course, they ain't no different than any of these other celebrities who we know has been selling their soul, taking the mark of the beast, worshiping Satan, Lucifer, these demons, whatever you want to say. One wrestler in particular, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Took me a while to get this shit out of my motherfucking head. But he used to always say, Austin 3:16 says, I just whooped your ass. Wrong. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. The enemy takes everything from us, fuck it up, twist it up, and make it demonic. And of course, mockery is always involved as well. Now, the owner of the WWE, chairman, whatever you want to call him, is basically Satan incarnate. We dealing with spirits, spiritual beings, like I always say. And, you know, I talk about Obama and all these people. They all share the same spirit. Vince McMahon is the motherfucking devil. And I can talk about all kinds of sick shit that he's been involved with, showing this shit on his television show. Shit that I ain't even gonna bother talking about right now. But one of the things that he did, I think this was 2006. Yeah, it was on Raw, 2006. Vince McMahon and his son, Shane McMahon, they went to church on this particular episode of Raw. And, you know, he was being the real blasphemer, wicked motherfucker that he is. He went up in his church acting a damn fool, getting ready to wash his hands in the holy water. And his son, Shane, stopped him. And he was, eventually, he started drinking the holy water and spit it out, similar to what wrestler Triple H do. Eventually, he started talking shit to our Father in heaven. You know, he got his own commandments and all kinds of shit. Vince McMahon. But eventually he started talking shit to our Father in heaven. And this is the exact quote of what this wicked ass motherfucker said. Listen to this shit, niggas. This is Vince McMahon speaking. And I quote. He's talking to God. He said, on the 7th day, you rested. Quite frankly, I don't believe in the day off, which means that I may have actually a stronger work ethic than you do. These are the type of people that's been entertaining us and ruling our lives in some way, shape, or form. Government and all these so-called people who ain't nothing but demons in the flesh. And it's Judgment Day. And during the time when these motherfuckers was balling, they would always get a little bit of a glimpse of what's coming. We had a particular wrestler named Titus O'Neil. Kind of fucked up in the head, to say the least. Always getting into some kind of shit. He's one of these grabby type motherfuckers. And I believe it was 2016, if I'm not mistaken. He grabbed Mr. McMahon, trying to make him do something. And Mr. McMahon, Vince McMahon, was mad as a motherfucker. And of course, Titus O'Neil ended up getting suspended, like 60 days, I believe. But this situation, all this is just a little glimpse, a little taste, a little nudge of what's coming for these motherfuckers. Now here you got this blasphemous, satanic figure doing all kinds of shit in these shows. These people are just wicked as shit. And you got this so-called black man grabbing on this motherfucker, the boss. And he got suspended for that shit. So that's just a little nudge, letting these motherfuckers know what's up. Because that so-called black man coming after that wicked ass motherfucker, you know what that is. Big black nigga coming to get you.
The Grim Reaper, the Grim Reaper, the Grim Reaper, the Grim Reaper, the Grim Reaper.
They had back in the day some shit with WWE where they had this thing set up where they had Triple H pretending like he's getting ready to get busy with his dead corpse. All these kids in that crowd, in that audience, watching this shit. Millions of viewers, millions of kids watching this shit. No outrage. Mainstream media didn't hardly say a goddamn thing about this shit. Obviously, powers that be told them not to say nothing. And Vince McMahon, that fucking devil, obviously did that shit. Not only as a fucking obvious satanic ritual, but he was trying to get, get attention. And this is what they do. More views, more money. He was losing a lot of viewers and all that shit. And he's known for doing outrageous shit in order to get people's attention. Like I said, demons love attention. And over the years, we've had a lot of celebrities, so-called celebrities. They've been hanging around so-called average fans more and more. So-called average YouTubers interviewing these motherfuckers and all kinds of shit. Why? They trying to get as many souls as they possibly can. They love attention. And the more attention they get, the more energy they suck out of you. This is what these wicked motherfuckers have done and continue to do. And there ain't no fucking real, true outrage about this shit because the majority of this wicked ass world ain't shit. They gonna be destroyed right along with the rest of these wicked ass motherfuckers, so-called powers that be, and these so-called celebrities. Satan is right in everybody's fucking face. And these motherfuckers who we've been trying to help, they ain't saying shit about them motherfuckers. Nah, they coming after us. Why? Because these people are Satan's children. We all have a destiny. Destined to get the fuck up out of this shit or destined to be destroyed. Do not let these fake ass truthers, so-called Christians, so-called righteous people, scare the shit out of y'all, thinking y'all going to hell. Like I said, our Father in heaven is not an idiot. He knew we was going to come here, act the goddamn fool, and do all kinds of shit that we don't want to do, ain't supposed to do, we live in hell. We born and raised with these wicked motherfuckers who've been lying to us from the beginning, poisoning the shit out of us to this very day. Spiritual beings, we are, in this sinful flesh. Don't let these motherfuckers freak you out because you did some sinning the other day. You are a sinner. We all are. You gotta be perfect to get into heaven. No shit. You ain't gonna be perfect now. We are in the process of being cleansed. That's what all this shit is about. All you can do in this shitty ass reality is fight your sins to the best of your ability, fight against this wickedness to the best of your ability, treat people the way you would like to be treated, and continue to move forward. That's all you can do. Being righteous don't mean you perfect. Being righteous means you believe in God. Being righteous means you care about others. Being righteous means you doing what needs to be done to move forward. You fighting against your sins to the best of your ability. Ain't nobody perfect. We all did something we ashamed of. We all got skeletons in our closet. This is the world that we live in. It's the Matrix. It's prophecy. It's fate. Our life in this world was pre-planned before we incarnated here. So again, you're either destined to be destroyed, destined to get the fuck up out of here. That's it. You got crackheads, people who've been crackheads in this life who've made it to heaven. You got people who've been baptized who went to hell. How can that be? Because you are who you are. Everybody has a destiny.
Mighty Pharaoh, it hurts when I breathe.
Well, then what do you think you should stop doing? Crawl, pigs!
Ow!
I've been ringing the alarm, a serious one. You see the faces? Yashua Pendera mentioned that Barack Obama was the Antichrist, the beast. I mean, that's the image of his face right there. Seeing with his mouth open, his nose, his eyes. These people are gone, and it meshes in right with the goat face. The eye, the nose, the mouth. I zoom out, you see the horns. You don't know what you're dealing with, folks. And I'm really here to help. And people can make negative videos about me or Kalai. I'm here to tell you, I'm bringing nothing but the truth. And I'm coming in love and light. Because I could be the polar opposite, but I'm not here to be a demon or a devil. I'm here to wake the dead.
coincidence. This image right here of George Bush, I always thought that was George H.W. Bush, Big Bush. But I was watching this video that this dude put up, and he was like, nah, that's actually George W. Bush, Lil Bush. I was like, oh. Well, all you demons look alike to me anyway. In that video, he was talking about how, you know, that in 1968, that's when George W. Bush graduated from Yale University. And in 1968, that's when they started construction on the North Tower World Trade Center building, you know, in New York. Also, in 1968, this is when AT&T decided to start using the number 911 for emergencies, you know, so we can dial 911 and call the police. All that shit happened in 1968. And unfortunately, 33 years later, we had the attacks in New York, World Trade Center buildings, you know, 911. You lying motherfucker. Coincidence.
All this stuff was designed purposely to come into this country, take religion and politics out of the public, and basically just reform them, but all messed up and divided from each other. So now they got the whole country, right now, they're all divided. People have different religions, and everybody's fighting with each other. And that's exactly where they want you to be. So now, that's why you have all these groups being allowed, like Antifa and all that, to go attack people, and the authorities do nothing about it. Because they're all hoping that we all kill each other off, and they're trying to take our gun rights at the meantime so we can't defend ourselves. So when we all kill each other off, whatever the case, they're going to come swooping in as the saviors, and this is why we need to suspend the Constitution and Bill of Rights, and they're most likely going to do this. Because people fell asleep at the wheel, they've forgotten God, they've forgotten what this country was really about, and yes, the Antifa are definitely terrorists. That's exactly right. And most of these Antifa people are Luciferians. I mean, they're Satanists, you know what I mean? And don't let anybody fool you when anybody from the Church of Satan says they're atheists, because there's no such thing as an atheist that worships Satan. It's ridiculous. Atheism is Satanism. It's Satan's biggest #1 accomplishment, to get people to believe he or God doesn't exist, because that's where they completely dumb you down. And so the Illuminati systematically set this entire system up. And why is it happening now in America? It's been happening all over the world. It's happening now in America because America's been the biggest resistance for hundreds of years against this tolerant New World Order. Even today, right now, I mean, the Second Amendment is what is protecting us from this total tolerant utopia, and called the New World Order, the global government, whatever you want to call it. So again, anybody thinks that's all conspiracy, man, you just, you know what, do yourself a favor, shut this video off and go on and read your porn or your stupid, meaningless stuff like what Britney Spears is doing, whatever the case. So, you know, I'm not going to sit there and debate anybody. I'm not going to sit there and try to even reason with you. And if you want to stay dumbed down and keep taking that blue pill, then go on. You know, the Illuminati foiled. Okay, this is what they laid out. Okay, I was told back right before Obama won, when he wasn't even known. A person told me, and at the time I thought it was a joke. He claimed to be within the Council of Foreign Relations and of the Illuminati. He came up and told me, he goes, listen, this was going to go down. He goes, there's going to be a man named Barack Obama. He's not even a citizen. He's going to become president. He's going to win 2 elections. At the time, I didn't even know who the heck Obama was. And he goes, after that, they're going to shift the gears back over to the Republican Party, and Jeb Bush is going to be the next president after him. He was right up to that point, and the Republican Party was trying to push Jeb Bush. They got Trump as a joke. It was going to be Bush and Clinton in the finals, okay, the last election, 2016. It was going to be Bush and Clinton there, and they were going to have Bush become president of the United States. But for some reason, God put his hand, not the Russians, God put his hand in this election, and they had no idea. The Republicans had no idea that Trump was actually going to be nominated. They had no choice to nominate Trump because of his popularity. So Jeb Bush's plans went out the window. So now plan B would be Hillary Clinton, and they did everything. Homeland Security got caught red-handed trying to rig the elections for Hillary Clinton. All the millions and millions of illegal votes they tried to use and everything else, all foiled and back. It was total backlash, and it foiled the whole operation. They had no plans at all of having Trump being president. To them, it was just a novelty joke to get the elections going, to get people interested in it. That's all it was to them. They had no idea that Trump was going to win. And I was told this also confirmed by my friend who was in the Illuminati, Doc Marquis, God rest his soul. He said that the Illuminati had no plans to put Trump in the White House. Their plan was to put Jeb Bush in the White House, and plan B would have been Hillary. Their plans right now, okay, to push this world governance right now, because right now everything's all set. Okay, right now they got their one world religion ready. That one world religion is ready right now. That's the ecumenical movement. It's led by Pope Francis. They got hundreds, not a couple, hundreds of religions, the world's biggest religions, all under the belt of this ecumenical movement. Yes, major Christian organizations and Muslims, all under the lead of the Pope. Okay, and it's backed by the United Nations. The United Nations officially, a couple years ago, adopted this ecumenical system as their official one world religion. All right, so they got this, the framework's all set up, everything's ready to go. They got this RFID chip, okay, that's called the radio frequency identification device, that the globalists many years ago, they put in them white papers how they want to implant every human on the face of the earth with a microchip implant. So they keep track of you, and it'll be a global currency. That's their goals, okay? I'm telling you what they planned many years ago, even before computers came along. This is what they planned, okay? Because again, these people, Luciferians, they know things ahead of time of what the general public knows.
Sun is shining. About time. Shit. And the train is making all that damn noise. Oh boy. Just got through washing my clothes. I got a lot of time on my hands since I ain't got shit to do, since I'm not allowed to upload videos, concerning some shit that I did last year. Sneaky motherfuckers. Goddamn fallen angels. That's what this shit is about. These bitter ass bitches. Me being censored at this particular time. Of course this ain't no fucking coincidence. Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't get to check myself in the mirror and everything. So if y'all see any boogers or something in my nose, it is what it is. But this situation with me just being censored at this particular time, like I said, they had to find some kind of way to shut me down after I fucked their ass up with these videos, these last number of videos that I put up. This happening at this particular time, of course, this ain't no fucking coincidence. I told y'all this is their ritual season. Every year around this time, it's the same old shit. You hear about celebrities passing away and all kinds of weird shit. And this shit happened to me. This situation, I ain't the only one who got censored like this at this particular time. See, they didn't want us to fuck with their rituals. They ain't want us to fuck that ritual up, those rituals and shit. And of course, at the same time, them censoring us like this at this particular time, and you know, we get upset. Yeah, we get all upset about this shit, and they use that energy that's coming from us being upset. Yeah, but they use that energy for their rituals. You know, say, we got him. You know, and these wicked ass fallen angels, they know that no matter what they do, you know, that our Father in heaven allows them to do. They know that no matter what they do, when this shit is over, when this shit is all said and done, we gonna be in heaven, and they wicked asses is gonna be burning and eventually be destroyed. So this particular situation that just happened to me and other people as well at this particular time is ritual season. And of course, there's a lot of shit that's been going on, but at this particular time, the two things that I can talk about right now, which is pretty obvious, is that Lil Nas X video, which is obviously a satanic ritual, to say the least. And of course, the unexpected passing of DMX. Demons, demons, demons. That's all I see in my so-called dreams, especially around this time. And these so-called celebrities, which is demons. That video I made called Blood Sacrifice, narrated by Yash Kara, he mentioned Tyrese. I seen that motherfucker. Yeah. I mentioned in that those dead famous celebrity videos. I really only went into detail about the celebrities that I mentioned, went into detail about Tupac, but not anybody else. I mentioned seeing DMX. He came at me with a whole gang of niggas. I obviously didn't get the memo because I beat the shit out of all them motherfuckers. Demons always hanging around me trying to suck some energy off me. Hey y'all, check this out. While I was making this video, I got an alert on my phone, and it said free vaccination shots at my old high school. No proof of residency required. It's your ass, Mr. Postman. But you know what? I got an alert as well. Check this out. Superman, the false messiah. Doomsday, big black motherfucker. Who will win? Fight. Doomsday wins. Shout out to everybody. Everybody who sent me images and or videos. I didn't get to use everything in this video. Shout out to Riz, of course, and 80 Grit Boy. Again, that song that I used in that that video clip was called Plandemic. Check out my boy. Follow him, 80 Grit Boy, at SoundCloud, Facebook.com/80gritboy and Instagram.com/80gritboy. Shout out to my queen. Shout out to all righteous Jews and Gentiles. And hey, big fly flying around. Obama must be near. Oh boy. You know what? Been working my ass off on this video for a number of days. Had a lot of time to do this shit, you know, being censored and shit. All this censorship and not being able to upload videos. So because the majority of this video is done, I ain't got a lot of work to do. Just gotta put this part together right quick, save it, and that's it. So you know what I'm finna do? I'm finna relax and smoke some weed. Somebody came around here talking shit not too long ago. I'm crazy, talking all this crazy stuff, shape-shifting. You need help, bruh. What kind of weed you smoking? You want to know what kind of weed I'm smoking? The good kind. Don't worry about what kind of weed I'm smoking. Just worry about smoking your crack pipe and making sure you putting Vaseline on them dry ass lips. And that's all I got to say about that. And that's the bottom line, 'cause player Lord said so. And I said a million fucking times, if you wicked ass satanic motherfuckers will leave me the fuck alone, I go on about my business. But you just can't do it, can you? Because that's what demons do. Y'all follow God's people around like bitches.